Oh, hello and welcome to a very sunny afternoon in, well, late April, would you believe. It's very hot, very sunny, and it's 3:30 in the afternoon. Can you believe it? It's lovely, lovely weather, and what better chance to actually test out another tent? You know, we've got some grass to play with. We are in lockdown. We've got the COVID-19 crisis going on at the moment, and we can't go on any adventures, so I am limited to the garden. Now, this tent, the Vango Banshee 200 Pro, I haven't actually used it on any adventures yet. I got it just before the lockdown, and not used it outside the house as yet. However, I have used its bigger brother, the 300 Pro, on a trip to Somerset last year, and that held up pretty well in the strong winds. It was a little bit cramped, but then again, I was confined really to the tent for about 10-12 hours, so not the best weather conditions, but the tent held up really well. The reason why I went for the 200 Pro is because I wanted to see how small I could actually go with the equipment that I got. Obviously, downsizing your kit as much as possible so it's easier to carry is essential. And I haven't actually done a wild camp as yet. I want to do one. I'm itching to get out there and do a wild camp. However, it's definitely on my to-do list. I really, really mean that. I can't wait to get out there again. And I think that this will be the tent of choice. If not, I've got the larger 300 Pro, which I can use instead, which has got a little bit more room. But really, I want to go as small as possible carrying weight. With all that said, I think it's about time we got this tent up. Here we go. You know, I think the Vango Banshee 200 Pro looks the absolute business. There's just something about it. The shape, even the colour, but definitely the size. Its compact nature is perfect for people who are going to be going out trekking or wild camping. It just looks right, and I think that's why I like it so much. From the outset anyway. I mean, I haven't actually used it out in anger yet. I've not been on any adventures because since I've had it, we have actually been in lockdown. I mean, we're on late April now, and, you know, as much as I'd love to take it out, I ain't breaking the laws for anybody. But I think I will be using this when I do go out eventually. It is very compact though. Where I'm going to put the rucksack, I don't know. But these are things that I can find out while I'm in the garden. I can test it out. And that's why this lockdown is important, to use this time effectively. But back to the tent. What do I think to it at the moment? honestly, pretty damn good actually. I like it a lot. It's not without its issues. There's a few things that could be improved, but I'll talk about them tomorrow. Right now, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this sunshine, have a beer or two, and I'll see you later on. Well, hello, it's VoiceOver Paul here. I discovered that the GoPro footage wasn't acceptable. The GoPro was rubbing against the insides of the tent and it was all cranky and no, it wasn't very good. So I decided to overplay some music from Epidemic Sound, Below Horizons by Luax, which is what's playing below, and I love this piece of music. Here's back to the Vango Banshee 200 Pro, and we've got the space at the back of the tent for storage. I put my hand there to give an idea of how much room's there. You're probably going to get your boots in there, or maybe if you undo a peg at the back of the tent you can probably get a bag in there, but you're not going to get it through this little hatch here. And then as I try and find the bug net which I had a bit of which one is it? Is it oh, it's over here, that one. There we go. So I've got the bug net there, to allow a bit more air through and combat any condensation that may appear, and you've got a couple of pockets either side. Here's the headroom, and you can see that there's not a lot, and you've got a bit of a sag there, which I didn't mention in the review at the end of the video, but it's definitely there. And the doors either side. You've got one side where you've got no room at all for storage at all. But if we flip over to the other side, we've got quite a bit of room there. Again, you could probably get a bag down there, or maybe you're cooking, but there's not that much room. It is a tent which is cut down to the bare minimum for obvious reasons, for hiking and keeping the weight down. Here I am trying to look all kind of cool and not look at the camera. Failed. Yeah, okay, I'm a little bit under 6 foot, shadow under 6 foot, and here comes Buster. Yeah, I'm actually stretched out, so my feet are almost touching the bottom. And I'm going to leave you to Buster, and thanks for watching, folks. And he's gone again. Right, time to give you folks an honest review of this tent, albeit back garden. What? Did I say something? You're blocking the view. You cheeky little rascal, aren't you, eh? What are you? And he's off again. Oh, the joys. I love him. Absolutely love him. My bestest friend, my bestest boy. Love him. Yeah, I'm going to give you folks a review of this tent. Yeah. Well, hello and welcome to another sunny day here in the East Midlands. It is absolutely beautiful, which is in contrast to the way it was when I woke up this morning. It was dull, overcast and very, very cold. And yet here I am now just in a shirt. Our weather's just gone crazy. Right, now you're here for the review of this tent which is behind me, which is the Vango Banshee 200 Pro 2018 edition. My opinion of it is the fact that it is a fantastic budget friendly tent. For something that's just over £100, I think it's well worth the money. It is a one person tent. If you think you can get two people in there, think again, you ain't going to get it. You're not going to have much room for storage, so you're not going to be able to take a lot. There is an area at the back of the tent and a vestibule on one side of the tent, but that's all the space that you've got. So if you're going to take in a lot of equipment, then that isn't going to work. So yeah, the issues with the tent is the fact that there isn't much room inside. I'm a shadow under 6 foot, and I find that the head's touching one end and my feet are touching the other, and that can be a little bit of an issue at times. But other than that, I mean, there's not much condensation. I've had one issue with condensation, but that wasn't a great deal. There's nothing to write home about, which for me right now wouldn't be much of an issue. So no, it's a good little tent, and I'm going to give it a 4.2 out of 5. The only reason why I marked it down from 5 is because of the storage space that you've got. But that said, you've got a small pack, so which way do you want it? Do you want a small pack or do you want large storage space? I could probably do with a little bit more storage space. I've got a 70 litre backpack upstairs in the loft, which is catching dust as we speak. And yeah, I'd be struggling to know where to put it, to be honest with you, unless I was going to cuddle it at night. But there you go, you see. Right, yeah, 4.2 out of 5. I think that's a fair assessment of the tent. It's good size. It doesn't get much condensation. Ground sheet's a little bit thin. Could do with it being a fraction bit bigger, just a fraction. But other than that, no, it's a decent tent. Good for people who are just starting off, I think. For it, because we knew it wasn't going to happen. A few weeks ago we realized, oh